Hello guys, welcome in today's crypto technical analysis. After we saw a pump from the support 36,500 which was provided, and we saw a decent pump in the market. However, right at this moment we are getting rejection from the low time frame as well as the mid time frame, the resistance level. In today's episode, we're going to do a multiple time frame analysis for the Bitcoin and Ethereum, which was requested in the last video. However, before we start, I've got a small request as usual. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the content, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. If we're going to take a look into a price action from the recent tweets and from the recent videos that you saw, this was a lower time frame Fibonacci level based on a 1 hour and 2 hour time frames, $44,444. That was updated via Twitter as well as in the previous videos. As soon as we got rejection, perfect rejection as you can see, and the price action started moving towards the south. And then at the same time, I updated that these levels that one has to be careful about, 44,500 as well as this level, well, we had a support level at around $43,500, $43,000. And we don't need this local Fibonacci anymore. I'm deleting it. However, as soon as we lost based on a lower time frame as well as the mid time frame, the white line with the red one, 4 hour as well as 2 hour time frame started flashing a bearish signal. So as you can see, we saw as soon as we exited from the red line, we came to this red box which was acting as a support. $39,000, $40,000, that was a first stop. However, we dumped all the way up $36,500, $600, and that provided 15% dump in the market. And if you're doing a leverage, you do the maths, whether 10 times or 5 times. However, as soon as we got a rejection right from mid time frame and higher time frame Fibonacci levels, 0.67 and 618, the golden pockets at around 45,800, 44,800 levels, we saw a massive correction or dump in the market, and that was expected. And if you remember, we had a double parallel channel based on a mid time frame. This parallel channel was acting as a perfect resistance, and at the same time, with a higher time frame parallel channel based on a daily time frame, it was acting again as a resistance from the all-time high. And as a result, as I said, we saw a decent correction, decent dump in the market. That provided all the way from 0.67 and to the support box 20%. But at this stage, as you can see, we're facing with the local resistance, at the same time higher time frame as well as the mid time frame, 0.33, the Fibonacci level. Before we do a BTC multiple time frame analysis, I would like to jump onto Ethereum price action. Based on a daily time, Ethereum is heavily under the bear's control. As soon as we lost on the 9th of December, 4,400, 4,200 levels, daily time frame started flashing a bearish signal, and we saw a massive dump in the market. In order to be bullish for Ethereum, if you're playing for a long term, without claiming this strong resistance at around $3,500, it is going to be so early for us to talk about the bullish scenario. However, at the moment, based on if we were going to see a 4 hour time frame, as you can see, we've got number of resistance plus next point of control, local resistance level, as well as this strong resistance level. So we literally, Bitcoin as well as the Ethereum, are stuck between the resistance and support levels. These levels are very good for the scalpers, I would say, if you know what you're doing, obviously. However, as you can see, we're just facing lower line of this resistance. We might see a minor pullback as long as we're going to hold based on a lower time frame, $2,500 up to $600, and claiming this. And then we have another level to claim. That's going to be at around $2,900. After that, we got another level, $3,050, $3,000. However, without claiming this level, the upper line of this $2,900, 4 hour will remain heavily under the bear's control. Even though after we claim 2,900 level, we will have, as I said, this resistance level. So choose your time frame accordingly. And at the moment, depends how far Bitcoin is going to pump. We're going to discuss that in a minute. 10th of February, we had a massive correction right from the strong resistance. And we had, with the market structure, as you can see, higher low structure and then lower low. Without claiming, as I said, at the upper line of this resistance, it is going to be early for us to talk about the bullish scenario under 4-hour as well as the 2-hour time frames. If we're going to get rejection from 3,000 or 2,900 levels, highly likely then the price action will end up inside this strong support where we've got confluence with a naked point of control, now both lines from the upper line as well as from the lower line of this strong support. Before we start the multiple time frame analysis for BTC, if you want to learn all these technical analysis what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8. And 101 intense masterclasses available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market, and it only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. We did discuss weekly and then daily time frame in the last episode, and based on a daily time frame, there is not much change. Without claiming this resistance at around, which is slightly early for us to talk about at this moment, 42,500, it is going to be quite early for us to get excited. However, claiming this resistance, the lower line, will give us a bullish signal again under 4-hour time frame. And then we've got the levels above us, 48, 50, $2,000. We can talk about those levels a bit later on. These two resistance were acting as a support, and we're getting a minor rejection. And as long as we're going to hold this local support at around $38,000, then we can discuss further on. However, as I mentioned in the last video, based on a 2-hour time frame, we expected that we're going to come and test this support. And as you can see, the upper line of this support held perfectly, and that provided to the next resistance over 6.5% profit. And again, if you're doing a leverage with a 5 and 10 times, you do the maths for yourself. In the coming days, if we're going to get harsh rejection from this resistance, highly likely we may end up, as I'm keep mentioning, right inside this major support. And we may even take this low and we can create an SFP. Otherwise, claiming this resistance, claim it as a support, then we can see 48 and 50, $52,000. However, as I said, it is slightly early for us to talk about it. We've got number of resistance above us to claim. And one more scenario, if we're going to claim this resistance, which is acting at the moment quite serious one, and then this time, I don't think this golden pocket is going to be an issue. So that will open a way to go all the way up to 48 and $52,000. Moving on to 2-hour time frame. As soon as we lost $43,500, 2 hours started flushing a bearish signal. However, losing lower line of this resistance, which was acting as a support at around 41 and $41,500, 2 hour went heavily under the bear's control, and we ended up to this support box. So at the moment, 2-hour time frame is heavily under the bear's control. So as you can see, we're getting rejection to the weak. Body actually got stuck, the lower line of this resistance. In order to be bullish based on a 2-hour time frame in the next 48 to 72 hours, if we're going to claim the lower line of this resistance, which is 41,000, 41,200 levels, 2 hour then will give us a bullish signal. However, my concern is going to be the upper line of this resistance. If we're going to claim the upper line of this resistance, then we can talk about the future price actions. Otherwise, as I said, if we're going to get harsh rejection from this resistance, 41,000, we may end up in this time again right inside this box, and the next level is going to be the major. Because my concern is, as I said in the last video, 4-hour time frame moved heavily under the bear's control. These are the levels. The levels are clear, play level to level, and we came to an end of this episode. And if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.